it should be selflessly, it should be egoless.
Yeah.
That's the main point. That's the main point, that you become Raga. You are not, your importance is not there. And one should forget his or her existence. If you keep your existence always, that's the biggest problem. It's the enemy. Definitely music, interest in music brought me to Dhrupad. But when I was in my childhood, when I was learning from that age, about 7, 8 to 15, 15 I went to Star to surrender myself to Star and to Dhrupad. So between 7 and 15, this 8 years, I was just learning all types of music, mainly Khayal. And there was no plan that I want to learn Drupal or I want to learn Khayal or I want to learn any other formers, any specific guru. I didn't have any mind. I belonged to a very small town, and in those days there were very few concerts or few artists I could see coming to that Ujjain, that town. It's a holy town, very old town. And nothing was planned, but one day I saw an advertisement in newspaper, and that advertisement said that the students who wants to learn Drupad, actually Madhya Pradesh state government started a program in which they wanted to promote and revive basically, revive the uh, forms like Drupad, Veena, Pakhavat, Sarangi, Tappa, because last 100 years, like most people were doing khayal, sitar, tabla and harmonium, and people were forgetting what veena is, what Drupad is, what pakhavaj is, what sarangi is. So the state government had a beautiful plan, and then I just saw that advertisement and I applied for it, and I was selected, and then I just surrendered myself to the Drupad, and my parents allowed me very greatly, graciously, that you just leave. So I started my education, whatever I was studying, and nothing. I just did 24 hours Drupad. That's it. Nothing
Wow.
else.
Yeah.
And then in the Bhopal, I was first few months I stayed my own with in the beginning for 1 month in one of my mother's friend's place, and then I rented a small room actually, and there I used to live, and I was youngest in that batch. So one day बड़े उस्ताद told to Farid साहब that Farid तुम उदय को अपने पास रख लो, मतलब you keep Uday with you. So after 6 months I just moved with my luggage to Ustad. And since 81 to 93, 12 years I lived in their house. 12
Wow.
years. Going to Ustad and living in their home and learning with them. These all the three things were biggest blessing of my life. I think I was born for that. And it all happened without any plan, without any intention, without any program, without any thinking. It just happened very so naturally that it's coming and you take. That's it.
Like darshan.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So it went so naturally, and that's the beauty that I saw in my both Ustad and I saw in other great musician also. What is important is living very naturally. The sahaj. Sahaj is like, I don't know how, I cannot translate sahaj in English. Someone asked me about my music and life, what in word, what you will describe. So I said it is sahaj. Sahaj is like without plan, without efforts, without intention, without thinking of result. It is all sahaj.
Like effortless,
Effortless,
natural.
everything natural, natural. All these qualities counts in sahaj. To me, sahaj is all these 4 5 qualities which makes the sahaj. So that happened with me, and then musicality I need not to talk, because the both ustads were different. So many ways they were very different, but I never found them, for me, my both gurus were equal to me, because from both I learned very equally. So I never think that, oh, I learned little bit with more him or little less with him. No, never. I always feel, and to me, they were one, because Chote Ustad always had a lot of faith in Bade Ustad. Chote Ustad always treated Bade Ustad as like, of course, he was elder brother, but he was like a guru to him also. So, and Chote Ustad had a beautiful personality also. So, the combination which I got, it's very, very important subject I'm telling you now, that Bade Ustad was very clear in his music, in his teaching way. Very, very clear. You ask him 10 times, he will say, yes, this rag is like this. And Chote Ustad was very opposite. Chote Ustad will say something today about that rag, something that tomorrow he will be different. Day after tomorrow he will be different. So in the beginning it was a little bit, like, oh,
Strange.
how to, like he would teach one line composition, he would say 4 times in 4 different ways. So finally I had to make which is out of 4 which I should remember,
Yeah.
because I am not Ustad. I don't have his experience. He is my guru. So he was just showing the path, probably. He was just showing, look, and he never remembered also, many times. I remember sometimes, I accompanied him so many times, traveled with Tanpura. And then while green room to stage, he would ask me, you remember this composition? I said, yes, Ustad, but I don't think so. I remember Antara. I just remember that. Who needs Antara? Come on. Who needs Antara? One line is enough for him. So so this kind of, and so Bade Ustad was like kind of, Bade Ustad was also in his music, he was amazingly improvised person, amazingly beautiful. But he was in teaching, especially, I would say, he was very methodical. Can I say something like systematical, methodical? He would say that this is this, this is this, this is this, this is this, and he would say same time like he was teaching me Bhairavi or Asavari. Then he would teach me, look, how is this Nisa Rega Resa, how you can do Bhairavi or Bilas Khani Todi or Komadrisha Asavari. All this. When he was teaching me Puriya, he was showing me Marwa, Sohni also, so that your Puriya gets better. And it is very important. Like sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da ba ma ga re sa. This is not Bhairav. This is not at all Bhairav. These are notes of Bhairav. But where Bhairav comes, where Kalingda comes, where Ramkali comes, So, same way like ni re ga ma dha ni re ni dha ma ga re sa. This doesn't make Puriya, this doesn't make Marwa. So it's like Sarigapa Dasa doesn't make Bhoop, doesn't make Deskar, doesn't make Vibhas, doesn't make Shuddha Kalyan. So all this knowledge of Raga he gave very graciously and very clearly. And lots of composition he taught me. So Bade Ustad was to me, if I can say, like predictable. And Chote Ustad was non-predictable. And both things are equally important in music. If you are very much predictable, your music becomes bore. If you are all the time unpredictable, no, you cannot judge the rag. You cannot give a justice to raga then.
Yeah.
But if you combine these two things and combine very cleverly, very thoughtfully, or also when it becomes your nature after doing this, then it becomes your nature. Because all these 12 years I got this sanskaras, It was not like you write this in book or look what I'm telling you, right? There's no question of writing. It was 24 hours cultured. I was getting cultured by them. So these two things, how to utilize, how to enjoy these two things, and this is amazing time I had with both those stars. Like he would sing one phrase, I would try to sing, and he would say, "Oh, you correct it here. Both stars. Ye theek karo, do it like this." Okay, then it is done. Then again, how? Then he would say, "Okay, this. So now you are singing my phrase, which I am teaching you. Now I want you to sing your phrase." So when I was trying my phrase, I was making mistake. So I am not allowed to sing his phrase. And if I am singing my own phrase, I am making mistakes. So what should I do now? There is no third way, no? But the third way is the path of music to become individual.
Through the mistake, you have to find.
Yeah. Correct.
Any music.
That is.
Yeah.
And that is it. And then always they said that we are giving you the knowledge, we are giving you the vidya, the knowledge, but you have to sing, because both Ustad had a firm belief that no one should copy, because it is said not to copy someone is bad and copy ourselves is worst. It's very important.
Yeah.
If I'm copying myself, I'm singing one concert nice and I'm, oh, that concert was good. I should repeat it, but I'm the most unfortunate person.
Yeah. That means you lost your creative.
Creativity is lost.
Yeah. Wow.
So this is very important. So they always believe that we are giving you this, we are teaching you, or you are learning it, but always sing with your own imagination. It will take time. It takes so many years. But what is the good benefit of that? That every year you enjoy, and every year you think how much you want to know still.
Always unfolding.
Always unfolding. And it is natural, because the Bhoop I was understanding, or Malkons I was understanding, or Bhairav I was understanding 10 years was very, very different. 20 years ago was even different. 30 years was even different. 40 years was again different. But every this 40 years, I am enjoying that Bhairav. And always Ustad used to say that it is a matter of digestion, that you digest your art, and then slowly you grow with it, and
mature,
and mature yourself, and you grow with it, and it will show you your path, and you and your music will become one. You see, it's very easy to say that every time my rag is different. It is different. But I would honestly say 70% is the rag, where you have to follow rag. Anything coming mind, that doesn't mean that anything you can sing in that rag. So 70% you stick to rag. But the thing is that, and 30%, 40% you can create new thing, something, you may find something. You may not find something. The most important thing is not the rag and not the what you're doing, is your state of mind. You may sing the same thing. Gamagasa you can never avoid in Malkons. But while singing that Gamagasa, you should feel that it is today what I'm singing, it's completely new to me. That state of mind is very important.
Yeah, like you're in awe of that experience.
You should never feel that, oh, I have felt this before. No.
That fresh feeling.
Yeah. That is very important.
Yeah.
And that fresh feeling, it doesn't come like you pick up a fruit from a tree. It's not like that. It takes so many years, and you have to make your mind, your heart, you have to prepare yourself. And it should be selflessly, it should be egoless.
Yeah.
That's the main point. That's the main point, that you become raga. You are not, your importance is not there. And one should forget his or her existence. If you keep your existence always, that's the biggest problem. It's the enemy. It makes you a more meaningful person to live. And it it automatically, it shows you many things which I cannot describe what it is, And all the time you feel fresh with the rag, and all the time you feel fresh with the note. There never feeling comes that I know it.
Beautiful.
So that is, and that is the most important thing, I think, because you want to live with this and you want to enjoy till your death, and you want to be in search that what it is giving you new energy all the time, new ideas, new
That
energy.
unknown, yeah. Beautiful.
And though, as I said, the rag is same, it may sound the same, but it should not sound same to me. Your job to respect your audience and thank you them for being there. That's it. Connect yourself to rag. Because rag and swar are the form of God, and I see God in the in the form of energy, positive energy,
Constructive.
constructive, positive
Yeah.
energy. And that is what about the whole thing about the rag and swar. It will always uplift you. It will never put you down. Never, never. And this happens that sometimes you are not good in concert. Sometimes you are not happy with your music. Sometimes I feel that, oh, I did not practice. I could not practice. My day was bad. My months was bad. My concert went bad. All this happened. Let it happen. But forget it. Have that power of forgetting it also. And forget that also which has given you happiness. That also you forget.
Both sides.
Both sides
Yeah.
forget.
It's a
both
very
sides.
Buddhist perspective, yeah.
Yeah, both sides forget is very important. Anyone you remember may harm you.
Because then you expect that the next time you attach.
Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So detachment from everything and attachment to rag and swar. Like I always tell that I don't care from which part of which tree this mango has come and which kind of earth this had and what was the size of tree and what was the size of leaf and what. I don't care. I just enjoy that the mango.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So the similar way, like I enjoy Tanpura. And while playing and while listening, there are so many things. First of all, you just play Tanpura and listen carefully. It takes you to another world. And when you hold it in your lap or when you play it, the whole Tanpura sound goes in your body. And then your body becomes an instrument. And then when you match it with, and that body becoming instrument is not easy. That doesn't happen all the time. It may happen sometimes. So when your body becomes sound, and then and at that time you, with that mindset, you listen Tanpura. So you find oneness with the Tanpura. And when you find oneness, then you find the right pitch. right pitch, and also so many shades of one note. Like yesterday, I was trying to
Yeah.
explain. It was pretty late, and things were
Komal,
yeah
tam komal.
common. Yeah, that is.
Distance.
And also I was showing the spaces between sa, because
Yeah.
most people say. But one thing is true, that it is, if it is said, that we should take it in that sense, because re are two, ga are two, ma are two, dha are two. So they say pa and sa is fixed, but pa and sa is not that fixed.
Yeah.
I was trying to show yesterday the different placement of sa,
Yeah.
and so Tanpura is like, I always say, it's a mirror. You just see in that, and then you reflect yourself. And always remember that your sur, your phrase should be left with connection of Tanpura, and phrase should start with the connection of Tanpura. That is very
The flow. From
So that what happened, then you create a conversation with Tanpura. Then you proceed dialogues with Tanpura. So it's a beautiful, and again it's a subject of practical, and patience and trust and surrenderness. Then you one realize, like my ustad told me, look, you play Tanpura, you will find all the notes, and you should feel the notes before you sing. Like I was saying yesterday, that aghat se pehle abhas means, aghat means you play it, and abhas is you think, or it comes in front of you.
Yeah.
It just arrives in front of you.
In your
it appears.
consciousness.
It appears.
And
Yes.
then
it appears you. So first let it appear, and then touch it.
So it's kind of leading you.
Yeah.
Not you getting in the way.
Yeah. And that only will happen when you are one with the Tanpura.
ra na ri na ra na ri nu ra la la ri nu ra na ri na na ra na na ra na na te ta ra na ri nu ra la ra na ri ri na na